over here. I moved. No problem.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Maltby Elementary concert. We have 2 first grade classrooms in front of you, and we also have 2 of our Montessori classrooms. To start out with, I have a young friend.
We'd like to thank Mrs. Rowe.
Mrs. Rowe is our music teacher and the mastermind behind tonight. Thank you, bud. So welcome. I'm Sonia Hope, the principal at Maltby, and this is one of my favorite concerts, mostly because of the last number that you will get to hear. And Mrs. Rowe will explain more about that. But it's tradition at Maltby, so glad to be a part of that. I'd like to give a special thanks to our teachers here tonight, Miss Stratton and Miss Johnson and Miss Shipe and Miss Hanson for being here tonight. So just a few reminders. If you've been to our concerts before, you know. If you could silence your cell phones, that would be great. After my little spiel, we do a couple of minutes where we're going to let you come up and take pictures, and then we ask that you stay in your seats during the concert and try not to use flash photography just because the kids kind of get blindsided or they blink with it. After the concert, we ask that you help us with the chairs. So if you're one of my established dads, you know who you are. I'm looking in your eyes. Help me with the chairs. They go face down and they stack up. And then Mrs. Rowe will give directions so they'll get away. And the kids are going to stay up front, and you will come and get them. So with that, shall we do pictures? Okay, so for the next couple of minutes, we'll let parents come up. Kids, you need to just smile. And we're going to get a nice group photo for that scrapbook, and then we're going to start the concert. Don't touch the instruments.
Go ahead.
You finish up those pictures and start heading to your seats. We're going to get the show going. Over to Mrs. Rowe, and we are going to get the show started. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Hey, well, thank you for coming to our concert, our spring Hansen. And students on the steps, it's time to be quiet. And I just wanted you to take a look at your program. I'll try not to refer to it too many times. We're going to start with the Maltby Mustang song, which was written by my husband, Lucas Rowe. He's a retired elementary music specialist from North Shore. Wrote that a long time ago. So then we're going to have a couple of poems. Well, I wanted to tell you that in first grade, our main musical concepts are beat and head voice. And beat is so important that it doesn't matter how flashy you can play when you get older. If you don't have a good sense of beat, you're not a good musician. So we start with lots and lots of different kinds of activities to strengthen our sense of beat. And head voice is actually where a child's voice should be. On the radio, we hear lots of adults singing in their chest voices, and sometimes kids get confused about where their voice is. Their voice is up here, that's where their natural voice is. So we work on that. Some kids come to school and they're really not sure where that is. These kids, they know where their head voices are. It's beautiful. We're going to have two poems. The Neat Little Clock and Don't Say Ain't by Mrs. Johnson's and Mrs. Stratton's classes. They're going to demonstrate very, very sound beat. And after that, we will have Mrs. Shipe's class, and then Mrs. Hansen's class will play on the org instruments. Also beat work, singing, and a little bit of a tone color. And so with that, we're going to start with the Maltby Mustang song. Is going to perform a piece of a song that Mrs. Hansen wrote for her class. She writes all kinds of songs for her class in order to learn the five senses, numbers, colors, all kinds of concepts. So this is just one of many songs Mrs. Hansen has written to teach her wonderful class. What is this one called? This is called The Five Senses. This is the Neat Little Clock. We're going to do it twice. The second time we're going to do it, we have a really strong internal beat. And Isaac Harvey is going to help us with the sound of the clock ticking on the tempo block.
To do
This next piece is called Little Miss Muffet, and Mrs. Scheit's class is going to perform on the organ instruments, and the rest of us are going to help by singing our very, very best. Another Mother Goose rhyme. It's called Jingo Ring, and the rest of us are going to help sing.